Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, and we got a team to feature with the Shadow, Alolan Sandslash with the Annihilape, and the Mantine. So they switch out into for Alligator. We're going to switch out into our Annihilape here. Annihilape is going to be taking super effective fast move, but it is going to be able to get to these 9 slashes. One 9 slash goes through, they decide to shield it. Next move is going to be the Hydro Cannon. We have to shield this if we have any chance to win. And then this is just a farm down opportunity. We're going to go for the farm down. And now we're going to see the Charjabug. Charjabug here is going to have to tank a Shadow Ball. They do tank the Shadow Ball. Then they switch it. They switch it into their Glider. Then we're going to go into our Mantine. So now we're going to have Aerial Ace come through. We can tank that. And we're going to go for this Waterfall or Water Pulse here. It's going to be KO or get their last shield. Now we have an Aerial Ace to tank. Do we get to an Aerial Ace of our own? Yes, we do. This is going to chip away at the health of Glider, and it's going to help our farm down opportunity. Okay, don't quite get the farm down, but they should only have Aerial Ace here. Yep, makes sense. And now we have a move for this Charjabug for the end game. Does this Ice Punch take it out? Barely doesn't take it out, but we are able to farm down with a 1 Powder Snow. So GG's to our opponent, and not bad. So let's see if we can continue this team here. It is pretty ABB, as Annihilape and the Mantine both protect from the counter fighting weakness of Sandslash. We're going to be met with a Bastiodon here. This Bastiodon is going to be able to do a little bit better against this Powder Snow Sandslash. Typically, Shadow Alolan Sandslash would be doing a little better, but there we do invest a shield, and then they switch out into their Annihilape, and this is why we have the Mantine. It is able to do super effective damage, plus is able to tank this Shadow Ball. So we don't have to shield anything against this Annihilape. This is a farm down opportunity, and there we go. We do get enough energy for an Water Pulse here to chip away at the Bastiodon health. Doesn't really matter because they're probably going to let it go. Makes sense. And now they have the Victory Bell. So Victory Bell here is going to have a big problem to deal with this Sandslash, as we already had a move ready. We're going to be able to get to another Ice Punch here, and we're doing super effective fast move damage. So we take the super effective fast move damage, and now we have the Annihilape for this Victory Bell. All we have to do here is shield here. Doesn't matter what it is, we're just going to be able to get to this Night Slash and take out this Victory Bell because of his Shadow, and because Annihilape is a sneaky tank as a fighter right there. GG's to our opponents. So yeah, the team has a double weakness to counter fighting users as the Sandslash, and then we have 2 counters to that in the back. So it's an ABB team, and this is basically featuring Annihilape. Alright, well, now we have the Whiscash. So Shadow Whiscash versus this Sandslash, pretty decent. We're going to be able to get to this Ice Punch first. This is just to chip away at the health of this Whiscash here. Here, we're going to have to shield. We might try to catch a move here. Let's see if we're going to try to catch a move in the second one. Nope, we don't catch a move. They actually are switching out into, what is that, Tentacruel? Yeah, it ends up being the Tentacruel. We're going to be able to get to another Drill Run here. This Shadow Drill Run will not KO, but it will do a good amount of damage, at least 60 to 70%. So we're going to allow this Tentacruel to take us out here, and we're going to come back in with our main team to potentially farm down. No farm down, but we know we can tank all these moves. When Acid Spray goes through, we can tank that very easily, and all we have to do now is throw a move right here with our main team. Should have gone for this Water Pulse, but we're going to be able to get to this extra Water Pulse right here. This is just to chip away at the Skarmory, because we do want the Annihilape to finish the game for us. Our opponent does get to the Sky Attack anyway, so that was pretty much maximum damage. Now we're going to be building up into a Night Slash. We're going to throw this Night Slash right back at this Whiscash. They had to shield anyways, so that catch wasn't as effective. And now we're just going to look to try to farm down. We do get the farm down, and now we have a move ready. This Shadow Ball is going to be prepped for this Skarmory, and this is going to definitely take out that Skarmory. So GG's to our opponents. Easy win right there with the Annihilape farming down that Whiscash. So they had that Whiscash, Skarmory core, and This team does a pretty decent job at that. Ooh, okay, Shadow Charizard. Got the Shadow Charizard being able to get to this Ice Punch first. This is definitely going to pressure a shield. And now we have to decide, do we want to call this bait or do we want to let this go? Let's get risky. We're going to call bait. Unfortunately, that does not work out. So we get Blast Burn into Oblivion. And now they have the switch out into the Cresselia. We know that this Cresselia is going to be pretty decent against our Annihilape. So we're just going to do as much damage as possible. And then we're going to switch out. Our opponent here does end up throwing a move. Ends up being the Future Sight. One-hit KO. We're going to let it go in case they try to bait, but they went straight for the Future Sight. And now we're just going to see if we can win this game with the 2-shield Mantine. Another Future Sight comes through. We shield it correctly. And do we get the farm down at this point? Ooh, no farm down, but we're going to allow this Grass Sound to come through. Our opponent does have the move charged up with their Charizard. And now we're going to go for this Aerial Ace. This Aerial Ace here does take out the Charizard. And unfortunately for us, not enough health to beat this Reggie. We basically had to shield that first move by Charizard and play out the one shield. But we were trying to call a bait. It is what it is. Sometimes you call it right, sometimes you don't. So nice try. And on to the next one. Let's see if we can end up on a good note here. We have the last game, Charizard and Reggie Steel as the safe swap. So interesting team that we're seeing right now. Okay, so we have the Altaria. We have to switch out immediately. They switch out into their Greedent, and then we are meeting it with our own Annihilape. So this Annihilape here basically just has to throw one Night Slash, and then it's going to be able to win this game. Unfortunately for this Greedent, not enough health to sustain these attacks, and there you go. So we do go for the farm down, and we're trying to get to a Shadow Ball here, and luckily we do get to the Shadow Ball, so that's perfectly done with that Annihilape. The Shadow Ball goes through, does maximum damage. Now our opponent here has the Lantern, so we're going to have to stick this one out because this Mantine definitely doesn't want to see the Lantern. We go for the bait right there, and we do get the shield, mainly because they're already switch locked, and they're incentivized to shield right there. They go for the Surf, and we're just going to play this out because we need to get this either really low, or we need to be able to take it out. So we're just going to double shield here. They ended up double shielding as well. Luckily, we are going to be able to get into a drill run right here. This is going to do some big damage. I don't think it's going to KO from this range. Yeah, just quite out of range there. But we are forcing them to use some energy. They're going to be energy dry. And now we're going to be able to farm down. Okay, they actually switch out, which is fine. We're going to be able to go to this Aerial Ace here. We don't have Ice Beam anymore. So we're just going to go for this Aerial Ace. One Aerial Ace goes through, gets it into a low red, and they're going to be able to get to this Sky Attack. Sky Attack doesn't quite do enough damage, and now we're going to be able to farm down quite easily, and then all we have to do is just throw that last move. So GG's to our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.